Welcome back, everyone, to the Living Kwanzaa channel. I am Shonda Branch, your author and cultural creative here. We are living, learning, and loving Kwanzaa 365 days of the year. And this sprint, the Umoja sprint, has been a 7-week deep study of the first principle of Kwanzaa. We are here talking about unity, and we've done it. Y'all, we have arrived. It is week 7. As you can hear, I'm a little under the weather and it's all fine. I've got laundry going in the background. I've got a pot of pineapple tea on the stove. So this is going to be a quick one, but it's really important for me that we go over everything that we touched on in week 7. Y'all, week 7 was a doozy. Week 7 was chock full of really important touch points and things that really pull all of the things that we've talked about over the course of this sprint together in a way that helps me really ground myself in how I'm going to continue to utilize what I've learned as I go forward, right? So let's take a look at the week. I'm so excited. So we started last week, as we always do, on Sunday with our affirmation. My future is full of ease, and I am unified with the right people and organizations for the right reasons and the right work. All of that rightness, y'all, that's what this has been about. Step by step and affirmation by affirmation, one piece at a time, I've invited you to reconnect or to connect with organizations, with people, with folks from your past, with folks who are going to be in your future. You've had opportunities to really stop and analyze who you're connected with and what you are unified on and how you're going to approach that work. So knowing that you are connected to the right people for the right reasons, you're doing the right work, it makes it so much easier to move in unity. It makes it so much easier to move as a unified force when you know that we're all here for the right reasons. We're all doing this work for a purpose that is greater than ourselves. So I hope that affirmation led you into the week. I always, in my practice, utilize the affirmation on a daily basis. Whenever I go into my time for this study, I start with my affirmation, and it really just puts me in a headspace that is helpful and clarifies exactly what my mission is as I'm going forward. Monday, we came to our journal prompt. You know how I feel about my journals. I have really spent way more time in my journals, but it has been happy time. It's been time that I have been glad to utilize in that way. This journal prompt was, how can I continue to live out Umoja beyond this focus sprint? What habits or practices can I implement to sustain unity in my life, right? So again, pulling us back to that focus, one of the things that I have decided is that I need these weekly touch points. A couple of times we've been asked to call a family member or to reach out to someone or to specifically get in contact with a person or an organization or some entity. And I'm realizing that has been really helpful for me. And that is one of the things that I'm going to be carrying forward as I move through the rest of the year and the rest of my life. As I continue to make unity a daily touch point, that's one of the things that I am going to be including, right? I would love to know what you came up with. Put it in the chat for me or in the comment section. I'm really interested in how you all are investing and how you all are connecting to this work and what it looks like for you, right? It looks different for everyone. So I really want to know how you're embracing this and if there's any way that I can help. So Tuesday was our activity day, learning about conflict resolution strategies that are going to help us maintain the unity that we've built, right? I know that people fall out of unity or it's difficult to continue work as soon as you come up to that first conflict. When you butt heads that first time with someone or with an idea, or someone sees it one way and someone else sees it another way, that is where we risk falling out of alignment, right? So understanding how to see those things and identify those things, and being able to utilize some strategies that pull you together and really allow you to maintain the unity that you've worked so hard to build over the course of this sprint, over the course of your relationship, whatever it might be. You really want to make sure that you're engaging some conflict resolution strategies. I know that we've talked about some of those in previous weeks. So here's your opportunity to take those, put them together in a nice little bundle, and to apply them. So now we come to Wednesday. Wednesday is our challenge day. We ask you to write a unity action plan, right? Get it on paper. How many times do you say, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and you just kind of let it be in the atmosphere, and it doesn't ever actually lock in for you, right? So remember when I said I'm planning to reach out to folks and to make those contacts? I think that's one of the things that I'm going to have to add to my daily planner, right? I'm going to have to choose a day of the week. Maybe it's Sunday afternoons when folks tend to be around. Maybe it's a Wednesday evening after Bible study or whatever else, meetings, whatever else is going on in the universe. But I'm going to have to put a spot in my planner where I'm actually going to reach out to these people, right? And right down to like writing their number in. Okay, or however I'm going to contact them, making sure that it is a tangible, visible thing in my life is one of the things that really helps me. Okay, so creating an action plan. We're asking for 3 long-term goals here, right? 3 things that are going to carry you through the remainder of the year to help you promote Umoja throughout your family, your community, your small business, your organization, wherever it is in your life. Share that plan also with someone who can help to hold you accountable, someone who can say, hey, did you make your calls this week? Hey, did you spend your family time this week? Hey, did you hold your family meeting this week? All of the kinds of things that you are going to be implementing, make sure you share that with someone so that they can also help you and remind you, right? I need reminders, right? Wednesday could come and go and I'll be like, did I make my calls this week? I don't remember. Having someone who can like shoot you a quick text or to just ask you at the top of the month, do you have your calls written out for the month? Those are the kinds of things that can be helpful in making sure that you hold to the plan that you set, right? If you need more information on SMART goals, I have plenty of that. I'll be happy to send it to you. Let me know in the comment section and I will get that information out, right? So our quote, I always love our quote because it gives me a chance to research some interesting Black figures, some interesting figures in history, some contemporary figures. What I have come to realize is that like there's some great wisdom in African proverbs, and I think that I will be including those as quotes when we go forward, right? So this one comes to us from Ethiopia, and it says, when spiders unite, they can tie down a lion. That is quite the sentiment, right? When you really think about how small spiders are, they're very often not maybe seen as vulnerable, but they're seen as tiny. You can crush a spider with the heel of your foot. You can, that kind of thing. Spiders are seen as gross in some places, and people have all of these preconceived notions. But when spiders get together and spin those webs, they can tie down a lion. Think about the unity, the coordination that it takes to figure out exactly how you're going to bind a creature bigger than yourself, stronger than yourself, greater than yourself. That's what we need to internalize. And I hope that as you have moved through this sprint, that you've come to realize that no matter where you are, who you are, you have power in unity. When you come together with others, when you come together with your organizations, with your family, when you come together with your community, you are stronger and greater. And that can't be taken away from you. Can't be taken away from you. So I want everybody to just lock into that thought, hold that, take that with you. I journaled about that one quite a bit, and I really enjoyed that proverb. So I hope that you will as well. Friday, we come to our activity, compile and display all the activities you've completed. So we put our playlist together, our vision boards together, and we just kind of looked over everything that we've achieved over this 7-week sprint. And there was quite a bit of material. When I go through and flip through in my journal, there's some really beautiful spreads, and maybe I'll share some of that with you guys in the official wrap-up video for this sprint. But it just is a great time to remind yourselves of what you can achieve together, right? When you take the time to reflect and look back at everything that you've pulled together, it's really impressive. And again, I would love to see what you guys have come up with. I would love to see all of the creativity that you have infused into these challenges and activities, the photos of you having fun together. I would love to hear and listen to your playlists, all of that, right? So Kijiji, my family, my village, go ahead, send that stuff to me. I'm so excited to see it, right? Saturday's journal prompt, our final journal prompt of this sprint. Go back and review your journal entries from this focus sprint. Reflect on the growth that you've made and the lessons you've learned. I think that taking a minute to go back through and read over the things that I wrote, I can see shifts each week. I can see how there's a light bulb moment every single week. And I'm really excited because I designed this sprint. I designed this sprint for you all, but by engaging in the sprint, I have grown also, right? I have leveled up. Okay, Kwanzaa is not new to me. The concept of unity is not new to me, but I am always finding new things within the concept, new things within that principle, right? So I'm just floored at the growth that I can see in myself as we move along. So friends, that was our Umoja sprint for week 7. I hope that you really enjoyed that, but don't forget, y'all, week 7 was not the end of our sprint. You also had this bonus week. You had all of these things that you were able to engage in. Some of you went through and just kind of took the opportunity to pick and choose what items you were going to use. If there was something on a particular week that didn't lock in with your spirit, something that you felt like, I don't know if my family's going to go for that. I don't know if that's going to work in my office. I don't know if I'm going to be able to engage with my community in that way. We had snow over the course of this sprint, so there were some items that required me to go out and to be in community with people, and we got snowed out for some stuff, right? But you had all of these options available to you as a bonus week, right? The other reason that I've given you this is because we're going to take a week off in between this and the next sprint. Okay, we're not going to go directly into our sprint for Kujichagulia, which is the second principle of Kwanzaa, meaning self-determination. We are going to take a week off, get ourselves together, and we're going to come back. I have a whole new layout, a whole new perspective for how we are going to move through that. I've gotten some feedback about this focus sprint, and I am going to apply that. So I'm working on a few things that I think you guys are going to be really excited about, and I'm super duper happy that you are interacting with me and letting me know what you think and how you feel about all of the material that's being presented and being given to you, right? So I am going in and creating some wonderful new materials. I'm creating some things that are going to look a little different, right? So I encourage you to come back. In the meantime, next week I am going to do a big overview of all of the Umoja sprint, and I am going to also be posting a lot of Black History Month information as we come to the close of Black History Month. Can y'all believe March is almost here? We're going to be posting some more information there. There will be plenty to engage with, so don't feel like you're going to be missing out for this week. You have all of this bonus material We're going to do a recap of the sprint next week, and we're going to launch into our next focus sprint, which is self-determination, or Kujichagulia. All right, friends, that's what I have for you today. I am so thrilled that you were able to join me for a few minutes to talk through this week's information. A lot of this was reviewing and closing up gaps and circling back around to things that are important to really solidify our understanding of unity, how that's working in our lives, how that's playing out for us as individuals, as families, as organizations, as small businesses, as communities. You can keep leveling up from there. But I really appreciate everyone taking the time to look over the material, taking the time to engage in whatever way you were able to. It's significant. Any work that you do is significant. So I am grateful. I'm excited as we go forward, and I wish everyone love and light and peace. I will see you all soon. Take care.